Doesn't that get you in the mood? We're helping you kick off the 4th of July celebration, so we're feeling in a really July 4th kind of mood, just like you, I'm sure. Perhaps you're hosting a picnic, a barbecue, a pool party. Whatever the case, you need a little inspiration, I'm sure. So you know who we brought in. Kia Martinson is here from ESTOccasions, along with Hope Wright from A Little Imagination Cakes. Yep. I love her work. You're going to see some great ideas here. But Kia, we're going to start with you, because you always have good ones, too.
Thank you.
All right, get us inspired, because I think a lot of people just think, you know, put out the burgers and whatever, and there we have a party.
Yep, exactly.
Let's kick it up.
So up front, what we have are bocce balls, which are right up front. Bring out the lawn games. Bring out the classic ones.
Right.
You can also spray paint like a twister board onto your grass. You mow it after the event, it's gone.
That's a great idea.
Or a chessboard so kids can play checkers and things like that.
Fun.
Most importantly, you need signage. Let your guests know where they're supposed to park. All of our printables are from Tululu, and she printed out signs so your guests know it's okay to park here and not park here.
I love the lobster.
Yeah.
And worst case, you know, there's free printables online
Exactly.
if you can't find those last minute. So yeah,
and
good way to
lobster,
go.
you know, lobster bakes. We could do burgers and hot dogs are classic, but you can also, you know, use your fire pit and make a lobster bake inside the fire pit. It all works.
That's always a winning theme.
So the other thing that we have up front is an old tire wheel that we have wrapped with lights. This is from General Eclectic Rentals, and we just hang them up in the trees.
Such a great idea. So often you think, okay, I want to have that sort of candlelit kind of feel, but you don't want the candles around. So this is a great way to get that kind of mood
Or you
lighting.
can also just take a nice little jar, put a ribbon around it, throw a fake candle in or a real one, because lighting is so important.
It is. Lighting is everything. We all look better
And
with
for
good lighting.
kids, these are glow sticks. You crack them at nighttime, you stick them into the cotton candy, you flip it around, and their cotton candy glows, and they run around the
You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. Too bad it's not dark in here. I'd love to see what that looks like. Is it a cool look?
It's a very cool look. And if you're hosting sort of like an outdoor movie, possibly,
yeah,
it's a great thing for the kids to have, you know, glow-in-the-dark items going on.
And have them make them. Keep them busy for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then what we also do is drinks are important. Very important to label your drinks if you have little ones running around. Once again, signs made by Tululu. So we have ice balls that have like blueberries in them, strawberries, or if you're having some wine, just freeze the grapes.
Such a great idea.
Instead of putting in ice, you just freeze the grapes, you put them in, tweet. Now this is a watermelon lemonade, but I also like to add in a little bit of a, you know, Gatorade or Powerade or something else to sort of make sure that you're not getting dehydrated as the day goes on.
Replace those electrolytes as you go, yeah.
And then we have the beautiful tray with the beer, and I'll just let Hope take over.
This thing has been fascinating all of us, because we're thinking, how exactly does this work?
Right, so everybody's had that problem. You have your drink in one hand, you're trying to hold your plate. So this is a great way. You can just slide it over the top. You just want to make sure that you take it off before you take a sip.
Or have a straw.
Or don't.
Or don't, you know, see what happens.
It's up to you.
And so in there we have a couple of foods that we brought from Lizzie's Catering. It's important when you're having outdoor parties to have foods that are appropriate for the heat, especially if your party is on a day like today when it's in the 80s. You want to make sure that your food will stand up to the party.
Yeah, you don't want to bring your big butter cream frosted cake, right?
Yeah,
which you make beautiful ones, but not for an outdoor barbecue.
But not for an outdoor barbecue,
okay.
Right. So for the food, we have, Lizzie did a potato salad with an oil and vinaigrette, so that there's no mayo in it. That way it'll stand up.
That's good for food allergies as well.
Right. She also did a cucumber salad with a Parmesan cheese and just a little bit of lemon in it.
Yeah.
Very simple, just shred it on a mandolin, you're good to go. And then the last, if you really can't get away from those mayo-based salads that we all love.
Let's face it, they taste amazing.
They taste amazing.
You can do one with hearts of palm and just add a tiny bit of mayo. It's still rich, it's still creamy, but it won't melt in the heat.
And hearts of palm, if you haven't tried it, you're sort of scared of them. They are so good. I don't know how to describe the flavor, but they are so good.
They're delicious.
Go out on a limb and get some. They're really tasty.
And then once you've had your main course, of course, it's time for dessert.
Yes, yes, get to the good stuff.
So there's a number of ways that you can have heat-friendly desserts. For the little kids, you can put desserts like Jell-O or pudding into
is that what this is? This
mason
is Jell-O.
jars. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that way you can screw the lids on and just throw them in the cooler. And because they're sealed, they'll be fine. The water won't affect them.
Mason jars for everything, right? A million uses for them. I love them.
You can pull them out. You can eat them. If you don't eat it all, you can screw the top on and take it home. Instant takeout container. In terms of cake type things, this is actually a really great idea. It won't melt.
It's red, white, and blue.
It's red, white, and blue for the festive. And you just push the bottom up, and the cake comes out of it. It's not messy. The little kids won't have as much frosting all over themselves. And then the bases are also the lids, so you can take it off, and it becomes a to-go container as well.
And in our last 5 seconds, we just want to, if you have food allergies as well, this little smoothie is non-dairy. What is it? Just pineapple and coconut?
Frozen pineapple and coconut milk.
I feel like we're at a picnic right now. Ladies, thanks so much. As always, you knocked it out of the park. And hopefully we do that later at 4 p.m. At least put it in the net. All right, you can find 4th of July fireworks displays near you. Just head to NBCConnecticut.com and go to, what is the website?
EngagedCT.com.
EngagedCT.com. You can find out about Kia and Hope and all their information as well. Happy 4th, ladies.
Happy 4th to you.